Hello everyone and welcome to Small Talk. When I was thinking about what to speak about today, I came across a passage in the Bible, and in this passage Jesus he's walking just along a street and he sees Matthew, who is a tax collector. And Matthew is in his tax booth. And Jesus goes up and he talks to Matthew. And he asks Matthew, I'm going to come to your house. And Matthew takes him to his house. They sit down and they eat together. Now, gathering around Jesus and Matthew are other tax collectors, and the passage talks about other sinners. And Jesus is in their company and he's eating with them. And no doubt they're talking, they're laughing, they're just being good companions, I guess you would say, breaking bread. A lot of people then, like the Pharisees, people like that, the rabbis, were saying, why are you talking to tax collectors and sinners? They disapproved entirely of who Jesus was mixing with that day. But really, when you think about the story, that's, I guess, who Jesus came for. Jesus didn't come for those who were extremely holy, who followed all the rules and followed everything that the law said. And I think what comes to mind is the parable that Jesus told of the two sons, the one who wanted his money and then went off and spent it all down to the last penny and basically had nothing left. And the good son who stayed with his father, looked after the farm, did everything that his father wanted. But when the son who went away and just spent and lived it up lived life and just lived it up and threw everything away, when he came back, the father welcomed him with open arms. And the good son had said to his father, you don't do that with me. You don't give me this sort of welcome that you've given to my brother. You've sent out, you've got your servants to have a big feast for him, and you've welcomed him. But when I come in from the fields every single day and I'm working hard, you don't do that for me. And the good son, I guess, was annoyed, he was hurt. But the father says, I know that you're here. I see you. I recognize the fact that you're here all the time. And I guess I'm thankful for that. But your younger brother went off doing goodness knows what, and now he's back. Surely we should rejoice the fact that he's seen the error of his ways and he's come back and he's going to help with the land. He's going to take some of the burden off you. Surely that's a good thing, not just for me, but for you too. Your brother is back to help you. And that story tells us a lot about God and about Jesus. We all mess up. We all do things that we shouldn't do in life. None of us are perfect. Like Matthew, the tax collector, who people did not like because he was a tax collector. Yet Jesus saw him, Jesus noticed him, and Jesus ate with him. And like the father in the parable of the lost son coming back, he was noticed. And regardless of what this younger son did, regardless of the living that Matthew had, he was loved. They were both loved. And that's the point of both of these stories. No matter how far we stray from God, we are still loved. We are still noticed by God. Throughout our lives, there'll be times when we are down. There'll be times when we might suffer from depression. There are times when we might feel like our world is just collapsing around us. But know this, God loves you and God sees you. And God will be there. Now, there are times, a lot of times, that God will send someone or put someone in your way who can be there for you to help you in these times of need. God isn't just this invisible, esoteric thing that's out there. When God walks beside you, he often sends people and puts people in your way to walk beside you too, to stand with you, to hold your hand, to help you. I want you to know that as you are walking through this world, you are never alone. And you should never think of yourself as it's just me against the world. There's always someone who can be there for you. God always notices and God always sends help. My name is Aquila and I am the minister at Formartine Church, and I will see you again on Friday for Friday prayers. God bless and take care.